I'll give you the beat also.
Yeah. Sa, Re,
Sing to the beat.
Ga.
Or I'll let you change the beat.
Yeah. Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Da, Ni, Sa, Sa, Ni, Da, Pa, Ma, Ga, Re, Sa.
Yeah. Anyway, today's class is not music or anything related to music, but still, there's something which, there's a beat.
Yeah, I know that.
It's a unipolarized session, unipolarized audience. I mean, one part is missing. The weaker sex. The opposite sex, the weaker vessels. So it's a unipolarized audience. The weight is shifted to one side, the right side, right? Yeah, of course. So whenever the weaker vessels are, the opposite sex is there in any audience, the audience becomes really lively, more interesting, and of course the speaker also gets more enthused, more enlivened, you understand, more cautious about his performance, and he performs better invariably. This is only male members are there. The weaker vessels, the women are not present. So sometimes the session as well as the presenter as well as the audience may become a little weak in their responses. Anyway, their presence is most important in any society. They complement any congregation. But today's subject is not that. Today's subject, of course, is public speaking. How to make, how to build up, how to acquire public speaking skills. Last time we decided we will make an exercise, we will practice it, and we will come here and present an effective presentation, effective speech. A speech should be having real stuff, matter we call it. You understand? A speech should be centered around one thing, and you should have enough stuff. You should be prepared with enough matter of fact. You understand? Then it should have a presentation style also. Everyone in the audience should understand the things which you speak of, and they should listen to you without their brain going away from them, away from the audience, away from the subject, away from the speaker. This is most important. Everyone has to listen to this fact, take care of this fact, and present every word in a slow manner so that every word gets into the brain of the hearer. Nobody will stray out. And more than that, there are certain things which you will have to think about. One is how to acquire the skills, and the second subject, of course, is how you have to talk, you have to welcome the audience in a most suitable manner. The welcoming itself must be congenial to the atmosphere that prevails. You understand? When you're talking in a politician's meeting or a political party's meeting, you should not say anything against the whims or fancies of those believers of the party. If it's a marriage party which you are addressing, of course, the words which you use must be congenial to the marriage atmosphere. There it should not be the words which you use in a public address of a political party's meeting. And, of course, if it's a felicitatory session, one of your colleagues have got some awards won, the meeting should be centered around that theme. So the atmosphere, the words which you use, the tempo of the words which you present at work must be in accordance with the situation. So you are going to talk about what you are going to talk. When you are going to talk about the subject which you want to talk, the introduction after the welcoming speech, you will be talking about the talk. I just mean this. You have to give a brief description about the subject of your talk. And the next point is, of course, effectively talk the subject itself. Whenever you choose a subject, you should acquire all the information about the subject. You must be very thorough about the subject also. And talk everything clearly. That means you are talking the talk. And of course, after the talk what you've talked about. What is meant by that? You have talked about many points about the subject, many salient features of the subject, and you have to recap the whole thing once again, so that the audience gets a second chance to understand the whole thing once again. This is an important thing. So this is otherwise called a recap or a recapitulation. So this is a must of every effective speech. And of course, an effective close is most important. After recapitulating everything, you have to explain the purpose of this talk and the benefits of listening to this talk, and every audience how they are going to be benefited and what is expected of them also. And close it there. Windows 7. Why this subject is relevant in our society, in our classroom?
We all are very related.
Of course, it's an operating system, isn't it? The new operating system from Microsoft Corporation, isn't it? Microsoft Corporation's latest beta version of Windows, isn't it? Windows 7. It's a beta version, isn't it? What is beta version? Is it? Ah, yeah, that's an information. Thank you. It's not a beta version anymore. Yeah, of course. So the subject is Windows 7. So you have to come here. Minimum time is 2 minutes and maximum is 4 minutes. Okay? Minimum is 2 minutes. Nothing lesser than 2 minutes is acceptable. So it should be fashioned in such a manner. An introduction, subject, what do you know about it, and recapitulation, then close. Who will volunteer first? Who will be the first person to do this? Yeah.